great time. We had an experience sharing session. I think that many times issues on social media seem easy until you have a candid conversation about them. My position is that elections are a process of transparency. In the event that transparency is breached, then the election is breached. The legitimacy of the election is breached. But the utility doesn't come from the presence of media. The utility comes from the presence of persons and those people communicating across the board. If that utility can be achieved, if people can actually have transmittable results and those results can be corroborated, then the authenticity, the legitimacy is addressed. Because I'll give you an example of a sub-region like Karamoja. In Karamoja, whatever you're talking about with regard to media does not influence the election because people are not interested in media. But you're talking about a voting population of 100,000 and counting. That is a very big voting population. You're talking about over 30 members of parliament from that sub-region. So that's a proportion of the country that cannot be ignored in terms of voting population or in terms of contribution for the 5 years in legislation. So in that regard, therefore, legitimacy cannot come from what we have online. But as the world moves forward, as technology moves forward, our society must adapt. Because there are places now where voting is done without the presence of an agent, because technology is enough equipping for that to happen. If we are going to be participants in the future of democracy, then we must have leeway for democracy to be built also on technological advancement.